Hello everyone, welcome to Deep Elf Wizard Part 4 with Ultraviolent 4. We're here in Lair. In the last one we made our way through a very hard fought ice cave where we picked up a couple of ice magic books. So we're currently training towards using Bolt of Cold in particular and then also Freezing Cloud. I just noticed I'm still training hexes, which is something I said I'd stop at 10 skill. Because 10.6 is not something that is very pleasing to me, I'm going to train it to 11 and then I'll turn it off. Once we get Ice Magic up to around 10, so I've got Ice and Conjuration in equal parts, then I'll start training Conjurations again probably. We'll have to see how we go. And one more thing before we get started. I had it pointed out to me that I've been talking about, well, I've dropped it now, but I was talking about how without the ability to use a sling, when I run out of mana, I can't really help my mushrooms. And it was pointed out to me that I could be throwing things, which is a very good point. So I'm going to go pick up these tomahawks, which look like the only thing that we've seen. I'm going to tell my mushrooms to stay here. So we're on layer 2, the bottom left corner, and then I'll go find those. There's no recall ability, so if they fell behind me as I was traveling here, it would be difficult to find them. There we go, so we've got 2 tomahawks. I'm quivering 236 stones for some reason. I don't really need to have those, so I'm going to drop stones. That one, which means I'll quiver the tomahawks, and there's some more over here. Yeah, okay, so we've got 5 tomahawks. You can do a bit of throwing, even without any throwing skill. It will still be better than nothing, rather than just sitting there waiting. Alright, I'll tell the mushrooms, well, I'll check downstairs first. Okay, it's fine. So I'll tell them to follow me, which is TF, and then let's go. An ID scroll. We have the Wand of Digging is probably the next most important thing. I already have a Wand of Acid ID'd, and while Wand of Clouds is a really strong wand, I don't have any evocations training, which makes it a fair bit weaker. We can fit this guy, there we go. Shoot some ice. Okay, well I got outplayed that time. I've only got 1 mana, so I'll step behind my mushrooms and... oh, he walked into the fire. Silly. Invocations to 9. We'll keep going. Alright, so that was my 5 tomahawks. Got him. Suddenly we're being charged at by a whole bunch of spiny frogs. Alright, we got him. We lost a mushroom in the process. That's alright. These toadstools that we can see here, we can evolve those. There we go. We don't even have to kill something. Got some wolves. They can be mephitic. Okay. I'd be better off just to stand at least next to a mushroom, so any wolves that melee me can at least be hit back by mushrooms as well. And none of those left corpses. Oh, okay, there's a water moccasin behind us. Confuse that guy. Still using Magic Dark quite heavily. I'm just thinking I wouldn't mind having more mana, so I'm going to turn my spellcasting back on. If I have more mana, then I have less of an issue using Throw Icicle a lot. Alright, Gastronok, that's really scary. Okay. He's slow, so I can walk away from him. The issue is the airstrike can do a lot of damage. We're gonna check it here. Gastronok can do up to 50 damage, so I could be quite comfortably two-shot by this. If I have a look to hex him, he has quite good MR, so 32% chance. If I'm going to try to do anything like that, I want him to be on edge of line of sight. He's going to step through the door. Alright, can try to hex. We failed. Alright, well we got him, so that's good. Airstrike, of course, is a smite targeted ability, which means standing behind my mushrooms doesn't help me because he can still get me. I need to Wand of Acid him, and then I guess my most damaging spell is throw Icicle. Yep, so let's throw some of those at him. Alright, out of mana, so let's go wands, more Wands of Acid. Come on, good, got him. Hexes to 11, let's turn that off. It got to 11.1, we'll just pretend that we didn't notice. Good. Alright, and let's check out this hat. The current hat is a +0 hat. This is a +2 hat of magic resistance. That's really nice. 2 extra AC plus a bit of MR. Our hexes are really strong because Gastronok has a high MR himself, and then he had an MR hat, and we still had a 30% chance to hex him. That's really good. There we go. Took a few goes to get him. Where'd you go? Right, I'm going to step behind my mushrooms there. With a fair bit of HP missing and only 1 magic point. Yeah, I don't want to fight him. New ring. Take off the corrosion. -2 evasion. No thank you. Alright. And also, it's just occurred to me, I've never seen a buckler. I suspect there hasn't been one. Yeah, any shield at all? Nope. Okay. If I see a buckler, I'd probably like to train that. Oh, new books. Book of Misfortune. That has nothing in it that I'd want. If I didn't already have Confuse, I'd probably learn that, but we've got it. Confusing Touch only works on unarmed attacks as well, so it does not help us. I guess, alright, stay there. Looks, coast is clear. Follow me. Lost one. Okay. A glowing cloak? We didn't have a cloak at all. +2 poison resistance. That's interesting. So that gives us the poison. I'm thinking about that ring mail that we left. Alright, I'm gonna check it out. I'm curious. I'll bring them up. So they're here on layer 3. I'll tell them to guard here. And I want... There's a... There it is. An artifact ring mail. I'm just curious to know what my stats look like with it. It should make my my spells harder to cast, but we'll see. So if I have a look at the moment, Bolt of Cold is about 16%, so very nearly castable. If I put this on, I'm 15 AC, 17 EV, this would take me to 16. And it puts Bolt of Cold up to 26. Yeah, that's not really worth it. 16. Yeah. It's basically just taking 1 EV, putting it on my AC, and then making my spells doubly as hard. So, okay, no good. Back to layer, we're on layer 4, but we want to go to 3. Follow me. Come on, guys. It's not that hard. Good. Seeing sling bullets everywhere. Hey, there's a buckler. I always enjoy that. What's the mushroom? Let's get this one. You want to be careful here. When you have bushes around, you don't want to accidentally waste your fruit to get one of the bushes. That means Kirke's here. Oh, wow, okay. Failed emphatic. The 2% fail. I want to go get that buckler first though. Alright. For the moment, that's going to make our spells worse. Quite a lot worse. But you only need to get 4 skill points for a buckler to make its shield penalty go. Even at a -2 aptitude, training shields to 4 is really not much of an investment. And that gives us quite a bit of value. Oh, killed him too. That's pretty good. Another one to flame. Rather than worrying about that, I should think about these monsters that are up there. Whole bunch of basilisks. It's where being a Fedas follower helps us, because we can stay behind our mushrooms so that they can't. There's one over there. They can't petrify us. I want to get that other one. This is quite a crazy looking vault. And there's Niguel. That's a bit too much. Can I hex her? 50%. Failed again. Okay. Well, this situation is getting a bit out of hand, I feel. So I'm just thinking about if I want to walk away or if I want to try to teleport or even try to fight. Wand of Confusion is basically no chance to get her. What if we acid one her? Just see. Okay. I didn't even hit her. Again. As long as my mushrooms keep all these other things busy, we can just deal with Niguel. That wand of acid's empty. I've got another one, but it's not ID'd. What if we Ice Blast it? Alright, we got it. Okay. And I'm going to use my ability, and I'm going to make some reinforcements. So let's go. That hurt. And again. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I didn't have enough magic, that's why. So I accidentally just moved back. Now I'm next to a crocodile and a basilisk. That's not so good. If I get petrified, I've got cancellation. So what can I do? Wand of Confusion on the basilisk is about 50-50. Alright, we got it. Okay, that's fine. I can make a new mushroom. If I put it here, it will help me against this crocodile. Alright, got him. Good. There's a Catopolis. Alright, so this is getting a bit crazy. I'm just going to start heading back towards the stair. So you're on your own, mushroom allies. My Mephitic's back up. Good. Alright. So we probably just lost all our allies. That was a bit crazy. They might still be there, so I could go down the stair and see. It's actually probably not a good choice. We could have been insta-petrified there, although we could have also then just gone back upstairs. So I don't know. Just going to a different stair was probably the better play. We can always just rebuild new mushrooms. like this. Not the bush. There we go. Alright, that's better. And this one? Yeah, okay. We're not worried about buying into the we need to get more piety arguments. There we go. Let's see how we're going. We're probably, Bolt of Cold's not going to be usable probably until we get shields to 4. Maybe, I think I'm going to pause dodging for a bit here too. 11's pretty good and I'd like to turn it on, but if we can get to Bolt of Cold and Freezing Cloud, it will represent a very large spike in our power. Book of Death. Nothing there that I'm particularly after right now. Yeah, I'd have to go into Necromancy. I feel like Deep Elves are not particularly good at Necromancy. +2, they are. Okay. There you go. Reach level 13. 8 scrolls of TP is pretty good. Oops. Forgetting my spell buttons. And let's make one more mushroom. So we got 4 again. And we stayed at 2 piety. So we didn't even lose any. Well, I mean, we didn't lose any in terms of dropping a level. These guys are really owning me pretty hard here. Shields are 2. Luckily our mushrooms are strong. I didn't have Mephitic mana, which is the main issue. Good. So you know there's a Catopolis walking around somewhere, as well as Kirke. So we've got to be a little bit careful. We don't want to fight both of those at the same time. We also don't want to get petrified. Ice Magic to 8. Bolt of Cold is getting there. So is Freezing Cloud. Maybe I just want to turn Air Magic on. No, I don't. I want to get rid of my shield penalty, and then I'll think about other things. There are Tomahawks. Yeah, well I tried. This guy's been petrified. I can't swap with him while he's petrified. Alright. Hydra, I have no mana. I really wish I had either a ID scroll to ID my other acid wand or recharging to get the one that I've already got. But that's okay. We just Ice Blast him, I guess. Or Wand of Lightning makes a lot of noise. And we know that there are some scary monsters / uniques walking around. So I don't really want a lightning. Ice Blast makes noise too, but not as much. I guess I'll throw out an acid. And I can try for a Confuse is 3 mana. Right. Okay. Well, he got confused. From my mushroom. Let's see. This flame should be empty actually. But apparently it's not. Got there. This is a bit of a crazy flaw. Alright, fine. There's a wyvern in melee with me. I'm a deep elf wizard and I'm just plinking it with magic darts while it hits me. That's not good play. I'm gonna make a new mushroom ally. Let's see. Yeah, none of my spells have hunger costs, so it's not that I was worried about hunger anyway. But still. Let's ID this other acid. It's got 4. I'm gonna put that on X and I'm gonna drop the empty one. I probably should also go get a new Ice Blast wand. I know there are plenty around because I got 3 out of the ice cave. So let's do that. Any more Hydra situations like that would be good to have it. So I'll tell them to guard. One of them walks into a teleport trap. That's great. I can wait for him to come back. Yeah, there we go. Guard. So I dropped this empty Ice Blast. This wand of flame that's been used 43 times as well. And then I find Ice Blast. Let's go get a new one. Okay. Ice Blast is another wand that you potentially want to ID. Not dungeon. Lair 3. Alright. I joked at the end of the last one that if we were lucky in this episode, we might make it to Lair 4. It turns out that it wasn't actually a joke, maybe. Oh dear. Let's eat this guy. There's a new one to flame. That really hurt. Let's get that one to flame. Ah, we did. Alright, here's the Catopolis. We have only a 19% chance to confuse him. So he has a lot of MR. But there we go. We just hit him with the icicles. Alright. A glowing robe. I can't imagine... Well, no, that's not true. Could be a robe of resistance. Robe of the Archmagi. That makes our spells more powerful. That is pretty good, but we're losing a fair bit of AC. This has 11 AC, whereas this one we have 15. I think I'd rather just have the extra AC. We're not really having an issue with spell power at the moment. And then, oh, box of beasts. Let's grab that. Particularly for when we get there, Freezing Cloud. Your spell power on that doesn't matter that much. It will always do the same amount of damage. It just means that your clouds will last longer. And Bolts of Cold will be strong pretty much anyway. Also, we have this mutation that makes our spells more powerful. So, I don't know. Basically, I'd rather have the extra AC. Where are you, Kirky? Oh, she's gone invis there, has she? Looks like. I think she's there somewhere, but invis. Something hits my wandering mushroom. We got another 2% Mephitic miscast. The problem is I can't really fight her when she's invis. So she should be confused from that. I guess if I know where she is, I can magic dart her. But I don't know that that is ever going to do enough damage. Yeah, I think we just teleport from this. Alright. If we teleport, we can maybe save our mushrooms. That's why I didn't just walk away. Let's wait. Okay, because when you're up on a different floor, you're no longer... let's just make at least one more, just in case. When you're not on the level, it will stop being simulated. So we can rest. She's still here. She's invis again. Alright. Another miscast? What's going on with my Mephitic? The 2% chance. It's broken, I think. Pew pew pew. Oh wow, another Catopolis. He's walked into the... Fortunately walked into the fire. Can't keep him there though. I'm not sure how likely he is to be Mephitic. I feel like pretty unlikely actually. Can try again. Yeah, okay. It's not working. We need to be careful not to be calcified. Yeah, look at him go. 4 times in a row. What could I do then? I'm not that afraid of him killing me, but I don't know how I can kill him. Please, guy. Calcified again. I could blink just to make some space like that. Oh my god, please. He shouldn't be able to open doors. Yeah, okay, good. When we've got mana, we should be able to fight him. If he doesn't just continually calcify us. There we go. So, you see how much harder the game is without mushroom allies? Mephitic him. Alright, let's just do some poor sword swings. And we'll make some more allies again. We need mana for it. Alright, we're back down to 1 piety, but that's okay. Done exploring. Alright, Kirky is at this step. We've been immediately slowed. That's maybe okay. I should step behind my mushroom though. So she can't turn me into a pig. And she got confused. Alright, well we dealt with that. Let's make another mushroom. Oh yeah, so some of ours did stay alive. One of them did. Your wandering mushrooms cannot make a way for you. Okay. This is an interesting thing that happens. I've reported it as a bug. I mean, it's not really a bug, but it's a silly thing that happens. So your mushrooms can't swap with the plants, so they can follow you and trap you in places where you then can't get out of. So I'm currently trapped here. If you can, in this case, I can see behind me, so I can command them to retreat, and they'll walk away. But I've had games where, because you can auto-explore into odd places, because you can walk through plants, so you get in places where you shouldn't normally get into, and then you can't see anywhere else, and then they can't switch out of the way, and so you're trapped there. Anyway, that's just an interesting fed-ass thing that happens sometimes. Getting ice magic to 8.7. Let's see, bolt of cold, 12%. Getting close. We don't have that much more shields to go either. I think once I get invocations to 10, I'll turn that off for a bit as well. And we'll just get our ice magic going. And we can reassess. And hey, we made it to level 5. So take that, haters. Okay, we got a bunch of rats. They're kind of silly. So, well, I was expecting them to walk into the fire, but they did not. And that rat outplayed me. Being drained, so I think I'll just step behind and just let my mushrooms completely deal with it. Oh, that guy died though. I don't know that my mushrooms are going to deal with this. Let's shoot a wand of acid out. And, oh, we can shoot some lightning. We can get all 4. Some value. Now we got elephants coming behind us. So this could start getting ugly. I can make a new mushroom, except it won't be able to help me. I think we're okay. And again. Alright, there we go. Let's make a new one here. And there's Nessos. Very scary, unique. You see that he's being indicated to us as red. Fortunately, he's got a very low MR, so he can be confused. If you have hex ones, they should be very effective. We've got a 46% chance, so let's try that. Let's go again. Nope. Again, nope. Alright, there we go. Oh, we finally got him. We'll make a new mushroom here next to him. Let's see. I want to Ice Blast, I guess, is our best bet there. Alright, we've got a whole bunch more dudes still coming. This is the problem with using the lightning wand. You make a lot of noise. Maybe I should make a box of beasts as well. We've failed it. Let's go lightning. Oh no, we did get the box of beasts. Never mind, I'm crazy. No more lightning on that one. An acid. Alright, there we go. This fight just keeps going. Alright, so we got whole nother lot of dudes coming. I'll shoot an acid. I'm gonna make another mushroom ally here. And then I can step behind these mushrooms. And there are even more elephants. It does not stop. Step behind my mushrooms again. Maybe I'll make an ally here. Can acid again. So we've been really heavily leaning on our acid wands, or on all of our wands here in this fight. It's been a very protracted one. Alright, we got shields to 4. Let's turn that off. Let's have a look at our Bolt of Cold, 11%. Still not quite there. Alright. Yeah. Do it, mushrooms. You did not do it. Alright. Come on, mushrooms. I believe in you. I think there are too many elephants though. Invocations to 10. I'm also going to turn that off for the moment. Okay. May as well be throwing things. That was the lesson there. That I learnt at the start of this one. What if I have a 50% chance to hex the elephants with my confuse, which is really high because elephants have high MR. There we go, we did it. I killed him with my longsword. So, let's make another mushroom. This one, I guess. Alright, help me out here. We're now trapped between an elephant and a Komodo dragon, which is bad. I can walk through these toadstools though, and the Komodo dragon cannot. So a new mushroom here. I'll walk him around next to my mushroom, because then he's going to take hits. Go again. Alright, and we've got 3. So eventually I want to make a 4th one. But that was crazy, and we're still going. Here's a Catopolis. Let's make some fire. We learnt that he's stupid enough to walk through fire last time. Yeah. So make him walk through 3 sets of it. There we go, we got him. And Dream Sheep. What would have made that crazy fight even worse? Dream Sheep. This looks like our slime entrance vault is nearby. Man, that was some crazy battling. Got more elephants coming. If we'd had Freezing Cloud up during that fight, it would have been a lot easier because we could have just put them down. Okay, so here's a dire elephant. Suggests to me that there's probably an elephant graveyard vault on this level, which kind of explains why there were so many elephants. So I want to hit him with my throat icicle. We got him. That's good. Let's make another one. Got 4 mushrooms again. So back to our usual army. I think there can be more dire elephants. Sometimes 2. We got ice magic to 10. Alright, Bolter Chords to 9. So let's focus conjurations as well. And probably should turn fighting off. No, I probably shouldn't. It's good. So we're going focusing conjurations and ice magic and some spell power, spell casting to get it going. +1 hat. I like the orange, but no. Hey, more fruit. So we got 17 now. That's a respectable amount of fruit. Good. And I'll just explain, because I looked it up because it wasn't making much sense to me, how the mushrooms work with invocations. I've been saying that as you train invocations, it gives your mushrooms a higher max HP. That's not quite true. It gives them a higher HD, which is hit dice. And every time they attack, they lose one of those hit dice down to 0. Which is why sometimes when they attack, they just die, even though they're full health. So it's a little bit funky. If I hit backslash and then minus, it will show me the scrolls that I haven't seen yet. Quite a lot, actually. Alright, so I think I just want to read this. We got 2, so blinking would be good, but acquirement or brand weapon would probably be the best we could hope for. Fog. Okay. If we could get rid of this sword, we could start doing other more useful things. Alright, tell him to wait. And looks pretty clear. Actually, I might just explore around a bit. Yeah, okay. It says a Hydra. Maybe I can kill it. No, I'll bring him up. And then, hurts a lot, but as long as we brought him up, then we were going to be able to just walk away. Alright, follow me, mushrooms. I think the Hydra got one of them, which is unfortunate. Down a, oh, that's not Conjure Flame. That one is. There we go. Should Mephitic. I'll do it on myself so I can hit all 3 around me. Out of mana. Thank you. Confuse him. And run after him with our distortion sword. There we go. Another Hydra. I've got enough for probably ultimately 2 throat icicles. I definitely don't want to hit him with my long sword because it's going to create extra heads. Long swords, of course, chop Hydra heads. Make a new mushroom. Alright, and let's eat the meat ration, I guess. Saves up a slot. Bolt of Cold, 7%. It's still yellow. I'd like to get it out of yellow before I use it. And then Freezing Cloud. We don't have any air magic yet, so it's not very castable. Good. I don't recognize my less 6 ending yet. There are some that can be quite dangerous. Alright, Amphitic, let's go. I don't know. Amphitic maybe not so clever there. Obviously it will confuse all of the sheep, but it's also going to make a lot of noise. Whoops, accidentally cast Blink. Alright, I'm just going to go back upstairs and then rest. We're low on health and mana, which is not good. And we're apparently losing to this yak. Magic Dart for the win. Back to that same step, because my mushrooms are potentially still alive here. Although apparently not. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, well there's one of them at least. Two of them. Alright. And three. Okay. So that was a good retreat to keep our mushrooms. This one. Get a fourth again. And we're back to 2 piety. Reach level 14. Basically, as long as I get to 3 piety, by the time I'm in Zop 5, I'll be happy. In the meantime, having 1 piety is perfectly fine. Because we get all these mushroom allies. Oh man. Elephants again. We got that one. It's doing a bit of tabbing, which is always a worry. I shouldn't be... Ooh, a Hellhound. I have no RF. Okay. You should get confused by my mushrooms, I hope. Or you might just... You might also just... Okay, there we go. Completely ignore them all. She was doing a pretty good job of. Fighting to 8. Let's see. Bolt of Cold, 6%. Still yellow. I don't remember seeing the elephant graveyard up the top. Where was it? Was it just... I don't know. Normally it's quite distinct, so maybe it was just... There was a dire elephant. That normally means the elephant graveyard vault. Don't see it though. Odd. Not sure what's up with all the elephants upstairs then. Ooh, look at all this loot. Book of Geomancy. Of these, Passwell's got nice utility, as you maybe saw in the null game. Other than that, probably don't want any of these. Stone Arrow does much the same thing that my Throw Icicle does. Petrify does much the same thing that my Confuse does. And LRD can be useful, but my Bolt of Coal will be better. Let's see, we've got 10 spell levels. Could learn Passwell. Not now. Maybe later. I'll have to remember that one. Ow. He went berserk, so go back. And we're standing in the steam. Not too bright. Probably should just hex him. There was no good way to stand behind my mushrooms. Whoops, I confused him again. There we go. So it's probably smarter to just hex him. These guys are very hexable too. Okay. No steam dragon armors though. A molten gargoyle, that's pretty scary. 50% chance to hex him. Let's go for it. Yeah, good. Alright, it turned out he had nothing. Alright, looks like there's a sort of a fire themed vault going on maybe, based on the hellhounds and the molten gargoyles we've seen. Good. Those guys can do a lot of damage. And as a gargoyle, they have good AC. So they're quite resilient. New scroll, let's go. Silence, okay. Not the greatest scroll when you rely on spells yourself to kill things. Conjurations to 11. That puts Bolt of Court at 5%. Nearly there. How about now? Still 5%. Linworms can do a lot of fire damage. They're scary too. A whole big pack of Dream Sheep. Let's probably want to Mephitic them all. There we go. They're pretty fragile. The danger is in the being put to sleep and then something with a lot of damage hitting you. Spellcasting to 11. I'm losing my voice for some reason. And there was a vault back there that had a fire dragon in it. It's interesting. We have no RF though, and I think he can do about 70 damage max if you have no RF. But the Amnesia Scroll, yeah, doesn't look like there's anything too exciting in there. So we're not in a super rush to go fight that dragon. Are we able to see the last tile there? What's in that corner? Don't know, you can't see it. Probably more gold though. So really the only thing out of this is that we potentially could get Fire Dragon hide from killing him. But I wouldn't want to wear Fire Dragon armor. I don't have enough strength yet. I don't have any armor training. It will be more encumbrance, so my spellcasting will get harder. And I also don't have any RC, so I'd become RC minus. So not fighting dragon. Here's a Death Yak pack. Can make them walking fire. Maybe. That's a lot of Death Yaks though. We're out of magic, but they're standing in fire. I shouldn't be fighting two. I can let my mushrooms try to fight, maybe. Well, the idea was to try to keep it in the fire while my mushroom hit it. There we go. Banish that guy. Get wrecked. Whoa. Lava snake out of nowhere. Sniped one of my mushrooms from behind. Alright, so that looks like that's our lair done. Aside from this dragon, but we're not in, as I was saying, we're not in any hurry to do that. So, guess we'll wrap that one up there. If you join me for the next one, we'll try to find Orc, and then we'll head into Orc. See you then.